The Strait of Hormuz is 21 miles wide, one narrow passage of water between Iran and Oman. Through it flows roughly one-fifth of the world's oil supply every single day. And right now, it is effectively shut down. Tankers are stranded. Insurance markets are in chaos. Oil prices have surged past levels not seen in years. Governments are scrambling to release emergency reserves, reroute pipelines, tap alternative ports. And none of it is enough, because 20 million barrels a day were flowing through that corridor and only about 5 million are finding their way around the edges. That leaves a 15 million barrel hole that no policy can fill overnight. Now here is what fascinates me about this. Everyone knew the Strait of Hormuz was a choke point. It has been studied, war-gamed, written about for decades. And yet the global economy was still built on the assumption that it would stay open, not because anyone proved it would, but because it always had. This is a pattern worth paying attention to, not just in geopolitics, in your own life. We all have choke points, a single source of income, one relationship that holds your emotional world together, a daily routine that depends on everything going exactly as planned. These structures feel solid because they function, but functioning is not the same as being resilient. Stability is not the same as strength. Marcus Aurelius wrote that we should think of ourselves as already dead, our life already lived, not as nihilism, as a way to see clearly what matters before the disruption comes. Because disruption does not send a calendar invite. The Strait of Hormuz was not a secret vulnerability. It was a known one that everyone agreed to ignore because the cost of addressing it felt higher than the risk of leaving it, until it wasn't. So here is the question worth sitting with. Where is the Strait of Hormuz in your own life? What is the single narrow passage that everything flows through? And what would you do tomorrow if it closed tonight? You probably already know the answer. The harder part is not knowing, it is acting before you have to.